Herzlich willkommen zurück, meine Freunde. Mein Name ist Kochi. Wir spielen Red Dead Redemption 2. Nein. Was ist das? Keine Ahnung. Jetzt, da. Ah, ist er da.
It's funny, us ending up down here. My daddy died in the field in Pennsylvania, fighting this lot. I ever tell you that? Many times. I see I'm boring you, Arthur. Worrying me. We lost men back there. We have lofty goals, Arthur. We're trying to reform society to a kinder, truer, better way. Now, of course, there's gonna be casualties. We're thieves in a world that don't want us no more. We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts. Now, I'll give you that, but come on. We got the day. It's nice out. Old Hosea says that there's a creek around here. I reckon it's full of fish. Hey, old girl, come on down here. Why don't you show us this creek you've been pissing in? Hey, you don't look too rosy, old friend. I thought this warmer weather would...
My days are looking good along over Dutch.
Always green crushing and bubble bursting, you. Come on, Hosea. Let's go steady.
Come on, then.
Na, mal schauen, wo es hingeht.
In front of you. Go on. Why don't we just fish here? There's a whole lake of them. Because I need to get out for a bit. Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, oh, there was us.
The curious couple and their unruly son.
It feels good here. You did well finding that spot, Arthur. More Charles than me. It's like I can breathe again. Thick and soupy as this air is. Might even do your whistling pipes some good, Hosea.
I was once in this country with Bessie. Ah, feels like a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago. But what a life we have lived. How well we have fought. Especially both of you. I hope so. But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan. Make enough money, then find somewhere where nobody will find us. Where we don't have to hide.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching, but I need you with me, not against me. Both of you. Of course. Still, we do need money. So keep a low profile, especially in the local town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here. No trouble. But start turning over the soil and the rocks. See what turns up.
Dutch, we've got to be discreet.
Imagine what a slew of rich simpletons there must be down here. Oh, this is perfect for you, Hosea. You'll be able to play them like a fiddle.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure, but
No buts. Not today. We fish and we enjoy the day. Looks like law up ahead. Play it cool. Easy. Ugh.
Oh, Alter.
oh, hello, gentlemen.
Well, look what the cat drug in.
I seem to have gotten myself in a spot of bother.
Quiet back there.
Let's see if we can't sort this out. how are you, boys?
Fine.
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
It's good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool, but he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Well, allow us to help, my friend. Arthur,
Chase wanted, man.
and take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on, big guy.
Perhaps we can discuss the foolish magician.
Stay with that train. Don't let them get away. And do not shoot them, you hear me? Come on, hurry.
All right.
Come on, we're losing them.
We'll
Von da
use
sind
that.
du.
We're not losing them.
Faster, come on. What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
I get it. I'm doing my best. So what are these fellas wanted for? Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make it. You sure I can't just shoot him?
No, did I
Komm,
not
Pferd.
say that?
You said...
Oh, da war noch. Komm schnell, dann halten wir nicht mehr durch. Autsch.
Idiot. Now get after the others, come on. The train is slowing down to go through the station. Now's our chance. See if you can get alongside the train.
Ja, das Pferd macht dich schneller hinter. Oder? Jetzt geht's wieder.
You must
War
be
wir
able
im
to get next
Windschatten?
to it. See the flat carriage? Head for that. Get us as close as you can. You think you can jump on there?
Me? Why me?
Because you ride like my grandmother.
What? Ah, Quatsch. Was war das?
I didn't do nothing. Go to hell. Let go.
Ist der auch tot? Hätte ich sogar schießen können, wäre glaube ich vielleicht ein bisschen einfacher.
You stop them, I'll stop the train.
Stop. Running ain't gonna help.
Come on, shitbag!
Ja, ich renn doch schon. Jetzt wieder nicht so. Der feine Herr auf dem Pferd.
Damn bastard. Get the hell
Oh,
away
ich
from
hab...
me.
Nein! Zack, tot. Okay, Kontrollpunkt, wir kommen. Schade. Ich habe gerade überlegt, ich weiß gar nicht, wie lange der letzte Kampf ist. Geschickt war das nicht. Na gut, rennen wir noch einmal hin und...
Don't let them get away.
Kann nicht einer davor laufen vor das Ding? Zack.
Come on, shitbag! Bastard!
Damn bastard. Get the hell away from me.
Okay, Angriff ist die beste Verteidigung. Zack, fertig sind wir. Oh, renn weiter. Warum bin ich denn stehen geblieben so?
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train.
It's just us then, lawman. Come here. You ain't need to bother. Let me go. Can't do that.
Ich habe Angst, er hat ein Messer.
Come on. Just go kill him.
Oh!
You sure?
Hello?
Ah, toll.
Everything all right in there?
Well, I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Just about.
Nee, was will ich denn damit?
Bring him out here.
Ach doch.
Deputy,
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
What now?
Take him in, come on. A fine job, well done. And a pat on the back for me for stopping the train. Load Anders onto the back of your horse there, and we'll take him to Sheriff Gray. There you go. You are a natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
What about the others?
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
Na, mal schauen. Die eine oder die andere Familie kennenlernen.
We're gonna bear left here.
Was passiert eigentlich, wenn wir es dennoch tun? Muss denn der Rahmen die Pferd mit durchs Wasser reiten?
Here we are. Welcome to Rhodes. Up there on your left is the Rhodes Parlor House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family. We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
Oh, good. They're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me?
Hey, fellas.
Ja, so
Don't
entfernt.
just leave him slumped on there for the whole town to see. Okay, this way.
Mr. Gray! We got him. Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here,
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone sadly to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around,
And where you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, falling out, rebel gold, marrying cousins, or not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like
We can have a little sport. Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents of some sort.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day?
Angeln gehen oder einer...
Arthur?
Jetzt wieder nicht so.
Sure, why not?
Great. Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? I kinda like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement. Get a move on, will you?
Been hearing some funny sounds coming from the gunsmith. Something ain't right there.
Ain't like it's the first time.
Kann ich kurz hier... Hallo. Guten Tag. Wie geht's allen? Ach so, halt, hier ist er doch. Auf der Seite. Muss ich vielleicht mal ganz kurz den Katalog. Jetzt will ich so. Mal schauen, was er alles so hat, was wir irgendwas brauchen. Wir blättern mal durch. Da gibt es verschiedene Lebensmittel, andere. Halt, ach Gottes Willen, was machen wir denn hier? Okay, haben wir alles. Zigaretten, nein, wir sind nicht Raucher. Ah. Was für die Tiere? Was haben wir denn da oben? Okay. Raubtiere. Outfits, Outfits, Outfits. Okay, und jetzt sind wir schon fertig. Brauchen wir erstmal nichts, beziehungsweise habe ich jetzt auf die Schnelle nichts gesehen, was ich denn haben möchte, muss, brauche. Für uns mal eine Zeitung, weil wir die ja immer gerne sammeln. Hier. In der Hoffnung, dass dafür irgendwas gibt. Spring aufs Pferdchen und geh mal angeln.
So how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different pipe. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
Where is this spot, Hosea? Timbuktu?
Not too much farther. Anyway, you two never told me properly about that business with Cornwall in Valentine. What happened there? Apart from scaring the living daylights out of Mr. Strauss.
That was about the only upside. John and I didn't even have time to get paid for the sheep we rustled.
It is safe to say Mr. Cornwall isn't a man to let bygones be bygones.
Ambushed us in the saloon. He came with a lot of guards and what seemed like just about every lawman in the county.
We've had closer shaves, but not that many.
And if Cornwall found us, the Pinkertons couldn't have been far behind.
They found me when I was fishing with Jack, remember?
Listen, it was good we moved when we did, but that mess is behind us now.
Yes. Jack, told me you were a good teacher when you took him fishing. I said he must have you confused with someone else.
Very funny. So what Trelawney said about those bounty hunters? What you think?
I told you, I've had bounty hunters after me for years. When was the last time I didn't have a price on my head?
Seems a little bigger now, Dutch.
Super agents. That's just Trelawney over-egging the pudding like the showman he is. Unless there's a new breed of special man I don't know about.
This is the spot. Down to the left there.
Ich überlege gerade die ganze Zeit, ob wir hier schon mal waren. Wir haben den Hut verloren, muss ich dann auch wieder aus der Tasche zaubern. Damit wir dann noch mal einen aufsetzen können. Wir bräuchten vielleicht auch mal sowas wie eine Frisur. Sieht
I
komisch
saw some
aus, dass
boats
wir also auf
around
den
last
Kopf
time.
haben.
Be good to get to deeper water.
Liegt hier ein Boot? Nein, da hinten ist ein Boot.
Hey, those the boats you mean?
Yes. Good.
Okay, doch Boot.
I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on. All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
I got a good feeling about fishing here. There's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon. Oh,
Okay, here we go. Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
Enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
But what about stupid
Okay,
luck?
gut.
Good fish.
That'll do too. Head towards the middle of the lake.
Ach so, in die Richtung. Ah, keine so gute Bootsführer.
I think here's good.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen. Where's your rod, Arthur?
Okay, versucht euch gerade, aber irgendwie klappt es gerade nicht.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking.
Ah, Hoffnung, das hätte ich doch mal was kaufen sollen.
Something big like a sturgeon.
Wrong with a good old worm.
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten. Got a nibble there, Arthur?
That's on the hook, Arthur.
Okay, mal gucken, was passiert. Aber ich glaube, nein, ich bin kein guter Angler.
Okay, that was a bite. Got him?
That feels like a bite. There we go. Ah,
Ah, toll.
should have had that one.
Hätte ich das gewusst, dass es so bescheiden geht, dann hätte ich nicht gemacht. Gottes Willen, was sind denn das denn für störende Fische?
I got a bite. Shit, got away.
Das ist aber echt doof. Was schwimmt denn auf dem Wasser?
Something's nibbling. Got one. Damn it, I lost him.
Immer noch nicht. Was ist denn das? Gott, kann nicht immer jemand hier einen Fisch fangen? Das ist ja total störend. Ich sollte auch wieder den Text da oben durchlesen, weil ich absolut keinen Plan habe. Ich mache das echt viel zu selten. Jetzt ist er wieder weg.
Ha! Got ya!
Also ich mache das und es ist auch, bringt nicht viel. Kann ich auch andersrum machen? Nein, andersrum ist doof. Rechts Marker. Hat er einen Fisch? Das ist so ein Krepel. Ich hoffe, das wird quasi ein Hai werden oder irgendwas in der Größenrichtung. Alles andere wäre dann immer. Was ist denn das? Ich glaube, ich werde kein Angelfreund werden. Immer noch weg. Ach, so ein Schwach. Und da stand gerade was anderes, da irgendwas mit Hör auf. Das wird nix. Kann ich das abbrechen? Ich bin total scheiße in Angeln. Die haben schon, weiß gar nicht wie oft, die schmeiße ich doch einfach so rein. Die haben doch keinen Plan davon. Sind wir bald mal fertig? Ich will nicht mehr. Ich stelle mich total bescheiden an, wenn es darum geht, das Ganze einzuholen. Aber wir sind schon, ich habe fast das Seil, also die Schnur bei mir.
You're getting a hang of
Oh, ich habe einen. Oh, ein ganz großer.
it. Got one.
Not bad.
Ach komm, den behalten wir. Oder? Ach,
That'll grill up nice.
muss ich noch einen reinschmeißen? Ich will nicht, sind wir nicht fertig.
Hey, I reckon we call it a day.
Reicht. Das war anstrengend genug.
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Well, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun.
Aha!
Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to give me some.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says waiting till the taters is done.
Halt, ich hab's für euch falsch gemacht. Verkehrt.
Couldn't wait till the
Ach, toll. Wollen wir noch das Boot mitnehmen?
I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and I knocked off some. I wish to God I'd passed her by. I wish I passed her by. Tater got burned and so did I.
That was
Also weil ich gedauert, Verzeihung dafür.
You know what song we should be singing?
What?
Well, look at us. Three mariners.
Ah, of course.
Well, we three poor mariners, we come from the seas. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others
Sind wir gleich da?
Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Hey, that is a bully boy. Come pledge me on this round, 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 round. We care not for the martial men that do our states disdain, but we care for the merchantmen who do our states maintain. To them we dance this round, around, around. To them we dance this round, around, around. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this round up, round up, round up, round up, round up, round up, round up.
Oh, bravo! Bravo! Well, you know, we should not let the folks back at camp think they're too much fun.
Achso, ich bin fertig. Also quasi erschöpfen, muss ein bisschen die Ausdauer regenerieren. Sonst wird es nichts mehr. Müssen wir langsam machen. Sind wir nicht bald mal da? Ich habe keine Ahnung. Ich kann ja mal ganz kurz gucken auf die Karte. Ja. Bald. Ah, toll. Nie raus hier. Weg, weg, weg. Weg, weg, weg. Will ich gar nicht hin. Ah, okay. Da sind wir. Schön.
All right. I think I mean, we are gonna be okay. I know. I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
So, sehr schön.
I am going to take in the view.
I'll give these fish to Pearson.
Oh, schön. Ah, das ist wieder weg. Dann klappt es nicht mehr. Muss ich mal kurz so machen. Na toll. Na gut. In diesem Sinne haben wir das eine oder andere schon geschafft. Ich drücke das immer so schnell und dann klappt es nicht. Oh ja, aber auch einige Missionen.
Arthur, how you been? I've been real worried.
What do you want?
Don't be like that. All right, just a few bucks, and I'm short.
Get lost.
Well, I'll go try someone with a heart.
You do that.
Ich will quasi... Nö, ich mache erstmal Schluss an der Stelle. Und ja, mal gucken, was wir das nächste machen.
Say whatever you damn well please, but I tell you, if I don't get out of here soon,
Nee, ich guck da nicht hin.
If you don't stop hissing at
Okay, dann machen wir jetzt kurz an dieser Stelle hier Schluss und beim nächsten Mal genau hier weiter. In diesem Sinne, vielen lieben Dank fürs Zuschauen. Ich hoffe, das Ganze hat euch gefallen. Wenn ja, würde es mich freuen, indem ihr das Ganze kommentiert, abonniert und viele Däumchen hinterlasst. Da sind ein 2. Da ist nochmal die 3. Ansonsten Kopfgeld. Kopfgeld. Also 3 Stück haben wir, die wir dann machen können. Machen wir das nächste Mal. In diesem Sinne, vielen lieben Dank fürs Zuschauen. Ich hoffe, das Ganze hat euch gefallen. Gerne zeigen, wie ihr es kommentiert, abonniert und wieder einschaltet. In diesem Sinne, bis zum nächsten Mal. Euer Coach hier. Bye.